They're just stones. They just get in my way. That's the outside wall. Looks impenetrable. I can't possibly climb up there.
Really? Because to me, they look like steps. And steps are usually pretty climbable.
There's the vegetable bed I saw from upstairs. I'll have to go a bit closer to do anything there.
How much closer do you need to be?
Salad.
Salad?
I hate salad.
They look more like lettuce to me.
Looks like a drain. What good's a drain going to do me? This looks like a pipe. It's fixed on tight. Oh, a lever.
We don't really have any hints for this one. Although, we do have this water pipe and a drain. So I guess you could get to blocking the drain with some leaps in logic. But what can we use to block a drain? Maybe this bed linen here, which we could wedge into the drain itself. Or maybe this block of wax, which we could use to cover the drain itself. Or we could use these small round vegetables right here.
Right, let's use this herb then. The inner courtyard is bigger than I thought. These could be the stables.
It looks pretty stable to me.
Simple wooden buckets. They're all empty. A rusty pipe. It's fixed on tight. The door's locked. Nothing doing. It won't open and I haven't got a key.
The door looks barred, and from this angle I can't actually see a lock. So you should be able to open it really.
It's a pitchfork. That's just not my style.
That is one huge pitchfork. It's bigger than Halligan.
The door's bolted. Not a chance. I don't have a key. The windows are locked. It looks like these windows can only be opened from the inside. This is the wash house. This pipe seems to lead straight to that small outhouse with the chimney. If I mess with this, I might break it. This is the cistern. It's filled with water right up to the brim. There must have been a lot of rain this autumn. I don't think cisterns work this way. I'm sure you're not meant to go pulling stones out of it. Ah yes, a lever. I hope it's not too rusty.
Now, you could get to the conclusion that you need to block the drain because of the cistern right here. But the thing is, if you don't block the drain, then there is nothing really to say that you need to block the drain. Although right now, we don't really have a need to do it, but that will become apparent soon.
This pipe looks rather rusty. It works! The water's flowing now. I'd better turn it off again.
I mean, The fact that we can interact with these objects shows that there is some sort of puzzle here, which we have just solved. But we don't really have a rhyme or reason for doing this, and there isn't really a hint on how to proceed through it. But again, logic dictates that there is a water pipe and a drain. And now we have some worms. And I guess we're going to leave these herbs right here.
This looks very much like a workshop. There's a workbench over there with a lot of tools. An anvil. This could be the smithy. This is for experts only. There's a strong smell of smoke here. A pile of wood. I don't need any wood. An interesting construction. I don't think my help is required. Looks like the smithy's fireplace. The fire's out. There must be a reason why there's no fire on. I should speak to the smith. Very impressive, that anvil. I don't know a thing about being a blacksmith. There are a lot of handy tools hanging here. I'm sure I'd be in trouble with the smith if I took any of them. Animal skins are hanging out to dry there. Looks like a tub of dye. I don't have anything that I need to dye. That's a lot of weapons. Better not. The smith might see me. Good day, friend. How are you?
How should I be? Every day I work my fingers to the bone. I get bad food, bad treatment. How would you be?
I understand. I'm not much better off than you are.
Huh. You think that, do you? Do you spend all day toiling hard for a pittance?
No, but at least you're working here of your own free will and can leave any time you like. I'm a prisoner.
Oh, a prisoner, are you? What did you get up to then?
Well, that's hard to explain. I think our main crime was coming here in the first place.
Our? You mean you're not the only prisoner here?
No, I came here with a lady.
Oh, a lady. That's good.
How is that good?
I haven't seen any ladies here for a long, long time. Is she pretty?
Yes, she is. But you'll keep away from her if you know what's good for you.
Ah, your wife, is she?
No, it's not that. But, look, I don't think this is any of your business. She's with me. That's all that need concern you.
All right, I get it. Then tell me what it is you want with me.
It's pretty smoky in here, do you know that?
Course I know. The damn fire keeps going out. Ever seen a smith who could work without the fire?
What's the matter? Does the rain get in?
Oh, what do I know? There's always problems with the fire in here. Nothing works. But everything's supposed to be finished in next to no time.
Oh, I know the feeling. Scotland Yard's not much different.
Scotland Yard? Where's that? In Scotland?
No. Let's just say it's a place it takes a long time to get to.
All I know is the settlement's on the other side of the river, and I curse the day I left them to come here. I should have stayed in the village.
What village?
East of the river. I was born there, and I lived there until I came here asking for work. That was a big mistake. I thought I could earn some money here to feed my family, and what happened? I became a slave to those Druids.
You don't seem to like your masters much.
Not like 'em. I ate 'em. Years and years I've spent slaving away in this smithy, and my children are starving anyway. Once I dared to go to Sir Stan's room and ask for more money.
And?
That's when I got these scars on my back.
What did they do to you?
10 lashes of the whip on my bare back. I couldn't lie down for 3 weeks. I've given up asking questions since then.
Why don't you fight back? A strong man like you?
Oh, I'd do anything to hurt those villains. Oh, but they are powerful. And cruel. I have to finish my work by tomorrow. Or else I'll be punished in some horrible way.
Tell me about the Druids.
I don't know much about them. Anyway, I'm not allowed to tell you anything.
Ah, that's interesting.
Look, stranger. I don't know about you, but I'm quite attached to my head. I don't fancy being slaughtered because you're so nosy.
Why is your work so urgent?
I don't really know myself why they need this stuff so quickly. I think I'm helping to prepare some big ceremony of theirs. Anyway, they keep strengthening their fortifications.
A ceremony?
Yeah. Of some sort. Don't ask me what it's all about. I don't know anything about their heathen religions. I was brought up a Christian. There's hardly any Druids left in Britain these days anyway.
Except here. Have you noticed anything unusual around here lately?
Unusual? No, not really. Except that it's extremely quiet in the monastery. Oh, hang on. There was something. I heard children crying 2 days ago. It was after dark, and I couldn't see much, but I think the crying was coming from one of those private rooms.
Did it sound like babies crying?
Yeah, it did. Just like that.
Interesting. Did you notice anything else?
No, nothing. Why do you ask?
Just asking. I'll have a look around if you don't mind.
All right, go ahead.
Now, this may just appear like a side view of the smithy, but we can actually climb up onto the roof. Hello, little friends.
It's a nest. I can't take it away. The bird's sitting in it. I don't think it would appreciate it. Well, are you quite comfortable? Did the smoke make you black? The little fellow's not very talkative. Not that I imagined it would be any different.
We also have another hotspot which we cannot interact with. Again, there aren't any real hints for this, but we do have a bird, and we do have some worms, and this bird is blocking the chimney, so we need to move it.
Sorry, it had to be done. I've cleared the chimney. That ought to solve your problem with the fire.
The chimney?
Yes. There was a crow's nest on it. I took it down, that's all.
Oh, you're great. Stranger, you just saved my neck. I'd better get back to work now, and quickly. I must hurry.
Don't mention it. Don't get overexcited, please. After all, I only nearly broke my neck climbing up on the roof for you.
Quite. Well, thanks again. If there's anything I can do, you know.
Now that sounds better. But I can't think of anything at the moment. I may take you up on that.
I'm pretty sure there was some dialogue about helping us to escape.
Well, everything all right now?
Yeah, everything's just fine. I can work okay now. Thank you, stranger.
Alright, it seems like we can't trigger it. Well, it's quite unusual why we need 2 views of the smithy, when this one could work just perfectly well.
These must be the stores. There's a lot of stuff here. Looks a bit too creepy for my liking. I think I'll steer clear of the shed.
Why? We are about to be executed by some druids. And you're worried about a creepy building?
They are just empty crates.
What's with the massive tools in this place?
There's a piece of wood lying there.
Well, this looks like a scythe, so why don't we take this, as it would be a perfectly functioning weapon. Alright, we are done with the gardens for now. Although it does seem quite peaceful out here, to be honest. We just need to find Thurston again now, and I believe he is this way. No, actually, we need to find Maglor.
Didn't I tell you not to speak to me?
It'll only take a moment.
What is it? Have you found the room that harbors the crystal ball?
No, of course not. If you don't know where it is, how should I?
You must find out. Until then, do not put us in jeopardy.
Very well. See you later.
Didn't I tell you not to speak to me?
Who are the other conspirators? Won't you introduce me to them?
Are you out of your mind? How can you speak so openly here? Do you want to betray us? Thurston's spies are everywhere. You'll spoil everything. I must leave at once. They will have heard us.
But I'm sure it will be a great help to me to know who's a friend around here and who isn't.
Just look upon everyone as your enemy. That is the safest way.
I don't find that thought very comforting.
I will not betray my brothers to you.
Why not?
If you fail, it will be better that you do not know their names.
Who says you're a friend anyway?
I can do no more than give you my word.
To be honest, I don't know whether to believe you or not.
What reason could I have for lying to you?
Who knows? Maybe you're just keeping me here so that I won't be alive in 1,000 years' time. So Sinclair can just perform this ritual without anybody interfering.
If that were so, we would have killed you by now. You must make up your own mind whether or not to trust me.
Do I have any choice in the matter?
None of us has any choice.
Maglor is keeping us here, so we won't be alive in 1,000 years' time? I wouldn't like to meet anyone who is still alive in 1,000 years' time.
Very well. See you later.
Didn't I tell you not to speak to me?
I saw Thurston.
Did you? What did he say?
That he will have us killed, that's what. Oh, by the way, I also heard that it was actually your idea to have us executed on the day of the ritual.
Do not believe his lies. I suggested nothing of the sort. It was his idea alone.
How do I know you're not in this with him?
There is no cause for you to doubt my words.
There are a few things I don't quite understand.
Yes?
I've still got a few more questions concerning Thurston.
I have told you all there is to know about him. He is a tyrant. Do not get too close to him. He will not hesitate to kill you.
That doesn't sound too good.
I'm serious. Be on your guard.
I've still got a few more questions concerning the ritual.
Then ask me, but quickly. We cannot talk so openly with one another for long.
What exactly is going to happen at the ritual?
Only Thurston knows that for certain. He has gained an incredible amount of magical power during the past few months. He has gained possession of all means required for the perfection of the ritual, and he has spent many nights working on new invocations, which no one can understand but him. We must find out how Thurston plans to receive the power during the ritual. Presumably, he has bewitched some object which he has hidden somewhere. We must find that object and take it from him.
Where will the ritual take place?
At the megalith circle of Stonehenge, on the sacred altar, in the center of the Ring of Stone. There we celebrate our high ceremonies, and there we receive the power required for the greatest magic of all, The transferal of life force.
Right, I might have known. That's why Lord Sinclair and his band of gentlemen go there so often.
Lord Sinclair? Who is that?
Lord Sinclair is one of the 5 that Sir Stan will transfer the power to. I've met him in the year 2000.
Then Sir Stan did succeed in completing his ritual.
Not quite, but Lord Sinclair has become powerful enough to try and finish it himself.
We will prevent this from happening. When you return to your time, this Lord Sinclair will never have existed.
Is there a set time for the ritual to take place?
The ritual must take place on a certain day, at a certain hour. The power can only be transferred under certain constellations of the moon and the stars.
And when is that?
The constellation under which the ritual must be performed is due in 2 days, at the 6th hour after nightfall, precisely.
I'll see you later.
We can ask Maglor to distract Sir Stan for us. But before we do, we just have one small thing that we need to do first. Now I remember why I was heading to Sir Stan's office. Never mind. Probably makes more sense doing this in this order anyway. So we have this not so secret compartment right here. When Maglor comes in to distract Sir Stan will put this box back into this compartment and close it up. So we need to put this wood in here. So when he decides to close it up, it won't close fully. Although, I'm not sure why we can't just open it ourselves unless there's some sort of secret button somewhere. I could have done this first to save a bit of time. Although to be fair, it's not that much of a distance.
Didn't I tell you not to speak to me?
I need undisturbed access to one of the rooms in the monastery.
Which room?
Sir Stan's room. Is that possible?
Out of the question. Whenever Sir Stan leaves his room, he locks the door and never lets the key out of his sight.
That settles that then, doesn't it? Or is there some way he could be lured away? Couldn't you get him out of his room on some pretext? Just long enough for me to take a look around undisturbed?
Yes, I may be able to. I shall try.
Hold on. I thought when Sir Stan leaves his room, he locks the door behind him. So how is this going to work?
Excellent. Maglor did it. Now I can take a good look around in peace. The secret compartment's closed with the stone again, but Sir Stan forgot to make sure it fits perfectly. Seems he's not as clever as he thought he was. There's the casket. I don't feel I should be doing this. The secret compartment is empty, except for my piece of wood.
Why does Halligan believe he shouldn't be doing this? We could just wait around and be executed.
Aha, there's the key. Aha, there's the key.
Yeah, we can't remove the key from the casket itself, but we can make an impression of it. Can we not put it back in there? Oh yes, okay. That would make more sense.
Sir Stan's writing desk.
Why can't we take a look at his documents? Surely that would give us more of an idea of how to deal with him. We need to make a new key. Luckily, we know this man just here.
I need your help. Could you take a look at this?
That's the impression of a key. So what?
I've helped you, now I'm asking you to help me. Make a key like this one.
I can't. Impossible. Sorry, stranger.
Why not?
I'll tell you. They'd kill us both.
You owe me something. If it hadn't been for me, they'd have punished you tomorrow anyway. You said so yourself.
Oh, God help me. I must be going crazy. All right, give me that. I'll make you a key. It'll take a while, though.
No problem. I'll come back later to pick it up.
We now need to waste some time. Well, considering what I'm about to do now, that does sound a bit rude. One way that we can make time pass quickly is by talking to Melanie again. And that's never a waste of time.
Hello, Melanie. How's it going?
I found a few more chronicles. One of them describes all the details of the heathen practices in this region. The monks kept an eye on them because the heathens were their competition, you might say.
What were these heathen practices?
I don't think I ought to tell you. You wouldn't be too pleased.
Oh, right. I get it. Thanks for being so considerate. I think I've heard enough stories of cannibalism to last me a few years, thank you very much.
How are you getting on?
I need a bit more time. The monastery's rather large, and it's hard not to get lost. Also, I keep finding some druid or other following me around.
We don't have much time, Brent.
What can I do? I haven't found the room with the crystal ball yet, let alone a way out of here. Have you found anything about the Druids in these books?
Nothing we didn't already know. It talks a lot about the transformation of the 4 elements. Mr. Blake told you all about that, didn't he?
Yes, that's right.
You've got to hand it to him. He'd done his homework all right. I found everything he said about the 4 elements in the Christian monks' original texts.
I don't see how the elements are going to be of any help to us.
Anything can be useful, Brent. I just thought I'd mention it. Do you remember what Blake told you?
Now what was it? Remind me.
The Druids believed that the 4 elements were the stuff that made up the world. Air, water and earth were the 3 basic elements. Fire's only purpose was to transfer one element into the state of another.
Which means?
Fire will turn solids or liquids into gas. Fire can turn a gas into a liquid. Take a combination of oxygen and hydrogen, for instance. Fire stands for transformation. The transferal of material into a new state. It's not that difficult, is it?
Okay, Melanie, I'll go on looking.
Good luck.
Well, it may not seem that difficult, but it probably is pretty difficult for Halligan.
Right. Your key's ready. Listen, stranger. I didn't give you this key, okay? If you're caught with this, it's your problem, not mine.
Yes, all right. Give it to me.
Sure you won't change your mind? This could kill you, you know.
No, I'll be all right. Give me the key.
Oh well. Don't say I didn't warn you. Here you go. Take care of yourself.
All right, I will. Thanks a lot. I'm fairly certain there was more dialogue with Melanie. But when I was speaking to her, or when Halligan was speaking to her, the dialogue seemed to cut out early. I apologise if I'm wasting a bit of time with this, but I'm pretty sure there was some extra dialogue here.
Good God, Brent, you made me jump.
Sorry, you were so wrapped up in your books.
Yes, this one's really interesting. It's hard to make out, though. It deals with transformation rituals. Have you ever heard of a magical top?
No, what is it?
Magical tops set objects in motion. Every druid carries one round with him.
What's it good for?
It's a symbol
Of what?
of the Earth's rotation and the cycle of the elements. The Druids believe that all natural phenomena are based on a transformation cycle. Fire transforms the elements. The magical top is a symbol of this cycle. The cycle of life, you see?
Sounds interesting.
Yes. I have to go on reading, Brent. This book is very revealing. I may even find a clue as to how Sir Stan plans to perform his ritual. Could you leave me for a while, please?
Of course. I just wanted to say something about our last conversation.